We are at Kibuye Road, Kibuye roundabout. Allow me to take you through the historical Kibuye Zana Road. The road which was a two-lane road, one lane per direction of traffic flow, and around 1994 it was turned into a dual two-way lane on both sides with a boundary in between. It starts here at Kibuye and goes all the way to Zana. So we are just here at Kibuye. It's quite early, so it's the afternoon of the day. This is a very busy area. I know I've done parts of this section before, coming from Entebbe to town, but as we go towards Entebbe, as we go towards Zana, you can see the bigger spectrum or the bigger picture of how the roads influence the developments on the area or just along the road. Most of these buildings are not very old. They are post 2000 buildings, and they are facilitated. That development was facilitated by the reconstruction of this road, which made it easier for traffic flow. The increased volume of traffic on this road made it almost a jammed road from time to time. And I remember when I was growing up, we used to use this road quite a lot, and it used to be very fascinating that you could, at least during the off-peak hours, you could quickly access town within less than 5 minutes, all the way from Seguko. And that used to be much better compared to elsewhere where I've had to access the same town. Anyway, you see it is all good. They clean these boundary things or metal plates from time to time, and we can see it beautified. The street lights work in the night. I think I've used this part of the road in the night, and they're very okay. Became spacious. 2 lanes going to Entebbe, 2 lanes coming from Entebbe or from Zana to town. The biggest challenge I've mentioned before are these junctions that are at the different sections of the road. Here at Stella, where we are just approaching, one at Namasuba, another one at somewhere at Zana. That's where you find the hiccup, and that is solely because of the nature of the junction and access roads from elsewhere. But overall, it was a very good development, but you realize that soon after, even this one was not enough to be the connection to the airport. And I mentioned that motivated the construction of the Entebbe Expressway to support this and to make sure people don't get stuck here. The number of interesting features along this road. We're approaching the Freedom City, the number of other worship places, mosques, churches, and market centers. And in the foreground, you can see the real estate that has come up in Zana, in Lubowa, in other parts of Namasuba. All that has been facilitated by the improvements in traffic condition. Freedom City is just on the left. We've passed it. Another significant infrastructure on this road. But you can see what this means. I'm sure if they had planned this road that it goes up to Entebbe with 2 lanes on both sides, would not have needed the expressway as soon as possible, and would only have to solve these junctional issues like this joining traffic from Deje from Entebbe Road crossing onto Ndeje and so on. If we had like flyovers for those continuing to Entebbe, this road would have served for another 30 years or so without creating another one. So we've just passed Namasuba. We are approaching the what they used to call front page, another disastrous area that used to frequent this road, and until the recent resurfacing, this entire valley used to flood whenever it rains, and water would cross from this side, from the right to the left, and basically the road would become impassable, so people would have to wait for almost an hour or so until after it has rained to be able to access the road. But I can see we are just barely 5 minutes from Kibuye, and we are just at a moderate speed of about 50 kph, but we are soon approaching the Zana, and everyone would love that. Everyone would love that. So I reckon that on the worst days you have traffic stretching all the way from Namasuba to Kibuye, or vice versa, during the peak traffic hours. This is where your taxis go, and I'm sure the citizens become happy every time they see infrastructure development. They know their taxis are working. This is the Zana roundabout. You get off and access areas of Zana, areas of Nyanama, Mutunda, and so on. And yeah, I just wanted you to show you those that dual lane section of Entebbe Road. Of course, the rest of the road is equally motorable, and I've done a video on that. But for today, we will stop there. Yeah, this is what I was saying, that if this was also continued the way we have up to Zana, we would be very comfortable in terms of Entebbe Kampala connectivity. But I'm sure it could have been resources, as is always the case. But at least we have another access point through the Kampala Entebbe Express. This is Lubowa. Do have a good evening, good day, good morning, good night, wherever you're watching from, and stay blessed. Bye bye.